Okay, so we're here with your MacBook Pro again, and you have Ableton open. We've talked about how you bring loops in from Logic, but let's talk a little bit about how you go about creating your live set. Now, from what you were telling me, a lot of times you approach your live set from more of a intuitive standpoint. You come in and you bring the loops in, you test out what works and what doesn't work with a crowd, then you go back and re-edit that, which is different than somebody who might be doing something that's song-based.
Right.
So this is really interesting how you're working with this, and it's a different perspective than a lot of the ones we've gotten so far. So let's talk a little bit about what happens. You have your loops in the timeline, and now you're ready to work with them.
Okay, so for example, this song, this one is a remix that I did of Jonas Bering, and I have all the parts in here, and I've played it live. And so here in live, I have it set up so it's, I've been playing this for a few months now that I feel like it's really a solid structure where I'll have notes, for example, for myself here, where I'll say, add a certain channel, add channel 12 after this loop that I have on channel 9, which I was originally, you can see, like 37 bars. I cut it to 24 bars, and I realized that, that's about as long as you want to hear that sound before you really start getting tired of it or whatever, that's about how long it should be. And then, to add something else. And then even making notes for myself just in case. I mean, usually I'm fine, but in case for whatever reason I'm nervous, I have a hard start, different effects. So I have, later in the song, I see a note here to, do a ping pong delay on track 9, which is this kind of synth sound. So, that I can mess around with that. So if I feel like I'm rushed or, like this, I don't want to blow through my songs really quickly. I think that when you're nervous, you can do that. And like I said, I'm actually not getting nervous that much anymore. But if you are nervous, you tend to finish your set in 45 minutes instead of an hour and 15 because you just, you feel like you're just playing everything way too quickly. So that's one thing that I do is as I'm playing the songs more and more, I'll make notes for myself. And I think that that's, one thing in live that you should be comfortable doing if you want to have a live set. There's nothing wrong with that, to put things in here that are just for you. Basically, I get the arrangement to a point that I'm comfortable with, and at that point, I save the live set as the name of that song, and then I work on the arrangement in live.
Well, great, Kate. Thank you so much for showing that to us. Now, the next step, of course, is you've taken all these loops and you performed them live, and now you have a basic structure, but now it's time to really tighten this up into a final track. So let's go back to your mastering suite, and we'll come back to this in a little bit and look at how you make the final selection. Thanks for joining me.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Everybody, come back for more on Gearwire.com with Kate Simko at the Mosaic Music Studios.